Hello everyone, this is Bonedolls, and I'm now, as per request, going to go through the mods that I had in my Terrafirmadoll Season 3 on Minecraft 1.18.2 and TFC 1.18.2. So, I'm not quite sure how this is going to end up or go, but let's see. So, let's start with the mod list that I have in here. I used the CurseForge launcher because for some reason I found it, well, easy to use. And that is pretty much it. So, without further ado, let's just start with the mods that I have in my season. And let's start with those that are actually not so much as TFC as just enhancing the game experience. The mods that I have, let's take a look at this profile here. So, if we start going through the mods that I had that are just enhancing the gaming experience, Curious API, this is related to one of the TFC mods that I have, so we'll get back to it. Polylib is just a library that was a dependency on something, yes. This is the TFC content, but additional placements. We all have dreamed about the vertical slabs, that you can actually place the slabs like so, and no. So yeah, additional placements is pretty much makes it possible to make walls out of slabs, for example. I think that you have seen it throughout the series, so I don't think that I need to explain it in any more than that. Yes. So next in line there is better third-person mod. And this is an independent rotation of the camera in third-person view. So this mod was actually strictly to make some more nicer things on the videos, different angles and moving around in the camera, just giving more camera points of views. There are potential in it, and I'm going to include it in my next season too, because I really liked the opportunity and possibility of just having the different camera angles and seeing Terr when I'm walking Terr. So yes, that is something that I'm definitely going to add in the next mod pack too. 10. Controlling. So because of the many mods that I had, 36 on total, so there's actually not that much, but this is very handy mod too. So this is basically just making life better mod. Adds the ability to search for key points using their name in the key pointing menu. And this is one of my favorites. Corpse. So throughout my series you did see the corpses lying down when I died. And they left a beautiful skeleton if I left any items in their inventory. So this makes it so that your items won't despawn if you die and are not able to recall the items in time. And as seen in my videos, yeah, there's skeletons laying everywhere, me talking to them. They're a fun reminder of where you died and why for. So yeah, I definitely love this one. It is a great one. Now, create. I did not get into create, and we all know what create is. So basically, I don't have to explain that. Yeah, and luckily, and what is great in the 1.20 version of TFC that is upcoming, I still haven't played it yet. I'm waiting for some features to come. But yes, what is great in TFC 1.20.1 is that there will be automating things in TFC itself. So we won't be needing create to automate processes like grinding and such. I'm very strongly waiting for that. I'm excited about it. Yes, all that grinding and whatever can be automated in TFC so that you don't have to do the grind. It's great. It's beautiful. It's magnificent. And they have been paying a lot of attention to the stuff that is happening in the mid game, so that people don't rush to steal, or rushing to steal is not that important. If you can actually build stuff without there being so much hurry on the steal stuff and such. So they are concentrating on the mid game stuff, which is very nice. FTP backups. At some point, I had some problems with my game crashing for unknown reasons, but I never actually needed this. Now, Jade, you have seen the helping box on the top of the corner telling information about stuff. Jade is very useful. It is a fork of Wyla that includes many additional features and bug fixes. Yeah, blah 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 blah. But basically, it is a quality of life mod that I'm going to use in the bright future here because it is very handy. Then, of course, journey map. Well, we all know what this is, don't we? And I've actually tried Xyro's map too, but I've always used journey map, and I really like journey map. So I will be using it in the bright future too. We don't need to talk about that anymore, right? Then naturally JEI, because just enough items. Yeah, we can see the recipes for stuff, and the Terraform makers, they are actually paying a lot of attention so that their recipes work in the JEI. This is very handy, and if you are not a totally professional gamer, or if you are just have a little bit of fun, gee, I wonder how this works. This is the mod that you go to. Yeah, we all know this too, right? And then comes my personal favorite. Yes, I wanted this mod from the start because yes, I just wanted someone to talk to. And also, well, even though it was a bit cheaty because you can actually haul so much items in luggage, I knew from the start that this is probably not acceptable for some TFC purists who actually want to make it hard for themselves. I'm thinking of leaving luggage out of next season, even though I would really love it. But because of the, I would like to limit on what the luggage can actually carry and do stuff. But that would mean that I would either need some programming skills, which I don't have, or I would need to data pack it, and that is something I don't want to do. I want to. My main idea for the mod pack that I'm playing is that I want it to be as vanilla as possible. So I don't like to add recipes, data packs to it, resource packs or anything like that, just because I want to have the this is how it was meant to be feeling to it. So yeah, for luggage I did make a custom recipe for starters, so that I did not get it the instant I started playing. Yeah, but yeah, Louis, my personal favorite, and yeah, thinking about starting a new season without Louis feels empty. Now, magnesium, rubidium, yes, these ones I think you know. So these are basically the curse forge equivalent to Optifine, yeah? They improve and enhance the stuff. I think in 1.20 this goes by some other name, or Empedium or something like that. But yeah, magnesium, rubidium, definitely a go-to thing if you are playing TFC. Just because you want it to run smooth, and this really helps. And the rubidium extras, yeah, well, no, not this one, but I also had the dynamic lights, the dynamic light for this, because, well, I kind of feel that it should be a Minecraft thing, but I also know why they are leaving it out. But yeah, dynamic lights, they are a go-to thing. I really like them. Throwing a torch in the dark cave actually lights it up a bit. So yeah, that is great. I really like it. Next up, we can jump Oculus, it's basically same, goes in the same category. Official fork of Iris, made to work with Forge Loader. So this is performance, mod compatibility, and blah 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 blah. Now, patchouli, this one comes with the territory because the TFC is actually there's a dependency for patchouli because of the great book you know about. pipes. This actually came, or I added this because TFC Rosa uses pipes for electricity and such. So yeah, we will get to that when we get to TFC Rosa. Now we come to small ships. So you did see me throughout the season going with the boat. Yes, I was boating around and shooting cannons and such. So yeah, this is. I really like this mod, and I'm hoping to see that it works in 1.22. But getting the ship was actually, I think, a bit too easy. So yeah, I'm looking forward to have this one on the next series too. But I would like to see the recipe being a bit harder to make than it was. Yeah. Then Spirit Death. Now this is a great mod for. It was actually a great mod for 1.18.1 because of the size of the world that you are actually traveling in, exploring in. If you happen to die 20 kilometers out of your home, it is just really annoying. So what Spirit Death does is that when you die, you will spawn somewhere around the area that you died on. There is you can configure it to how many blocks at least you spawn from the death point. So yeah, in TFC, especially in 1.18.1 version, 2 version, this was very great because of the long traveling distances. Now this is something that will change in the 1.20 version, so I won't be needing this anymore. Because of TFC 1.20, the poles are halved in comparison to 1.18.2. So in 1.18.2 you would have to walk, I think, 20 kilometers before the temperature started going. If it went down, then it started to go up after 20 kilometers. So this is reduced to 10 kilometers now, I think, which is very nice. So we'll be seeing more of aerial changes because of this. Very nice. But Spirit Death, yes, in 1.18.2, very handful. And Wood and Cog here is actually a compatibility mod too. So this basically combines TFC and Create together. This is actually done on the 1.20 version already too. So it should be working in it as well as it did in the TFC 1.18.2 version. But I'm not going to need it because I'm not going to add Create to my pack because of what I said earlier that 1.20.1 actually has automation itself. So we won't be needing this, I hope, at least. So now, that is pretty much the Q. Yes, quality of life mods. So let's get to the actual TFC add-ons. I tried to make the pack so that I will test and use the TFC add-ons because when I started the pack, everything was on a beta, and I was kind of testing and telling the developers what is working and what is not. So I tried to help them by using this. Now, TFC water flasks I never used. Yeah, but it changes the animal drop changes, animal drops, but basically just to get things that you need for the water flasks that I never used. But it is a great thing if you want to use it. Yeah, I should have, but I never did. Next up is precision prospecting. So because of the prospecting tool that the TFC has, it has its limitations. And at least for early, let's say for people who have just started playing TFC, finding ore veins and such can be a bit of a bothering thing. For me, in 1.80.2, I could basically find an ore vein just by using Prospector's pick, and I actually found many of the veins without using it because of how the nuggets are placed on the ground. So you can just search the area and see that the center point is somewhere around here, and you will just dig down from there safely, of course. But a prospector's pick is actually enough But this precision prospecting gives you the chance and opportunity of finding, for example, minerals easier. There is a separate tool for minerals actually I think it excluded the ore veins and only showed if there are minerals around and such. So yeah, this is a for inexperienced or those who want to make it a tad easier to find the veins and concentrate on other stuff. This is a good tool. It was a good tool on 1.18.2. Not going to add it to 1.20 because I think I can find the ways now. Yes. Moving on. All right. TFC Rosa. Now, this adds more automation to TFC, and I actually I waited for this mod for a while before I installed it to my pack or added to my pack, just for the reason that I was not quite sure if it's going to make things too easy for me. But this one was the one that required the pipes that I covered earlier on. So yes, what TFC Rosa basically does is it gives you steam generators, water pumps, electric forges, auto currents, and everything like that. So this is basically, if you want to evade using the Create, this is a great TFC based add-on that I really recommend on 1.18.2. I can't even remember. Probably the only reason that I wanted Create was the conveyor belts, so that I can move items and funnels because of the storage system. Handling the storage was the reason I wanted Create. But other than that, this mod is actually very helpful, great, and really love it. Props to that. Now then comes the David Hasselhoff. The David Hasselhoff of the add-ons for TFC. The casting with channels. Yes, I made an episode and used this throughout my series from that point on because this is very handy. What this basically does is that you can, as you can see from the image on the mod pack, mod here, the screenshot, you can actually pour items from the crucibles when you're melting copper and everything like that. And it is very handy, not only because this will help pouring a lot of stuff from the crucible at once, but also what this does is that when you have the molds in this, you can actually remove items from the molds using a hover underneath the mold table. So basically, the molds won't be breaking after or while using this. This mod also added something, I think what it was for some kind of a fire clay mold or something like that, which did not break at all, which was also very handy. I never had any use for it because I annulled everything. I wanted tools to be perfectly, or at least pretty perfectly, fortunately. So I never used the tool mold for on this thing, but it could have been done. So yeah, I really strongly recommend this mod if you want to avoid all the unnecessary molding and getting stuff out of molds and such. This is very handy. It saves you hours of time if you are actually grinding through it. So yes, casting with channels, very helpful. David Hasselhoff of TFC mod add-ons on 1.18.2 I felt. TFC item barrels. This was made by Serious Creeper. This is a compatibility mod. Compatibility. Yes, mod. So what this did was that it added every color variation of the barrels on TFC wooden items. So you basically craft the barrels out of every tree that you had in TFC, and that was very nice. So yeah, this is basically a great thing to have. 10. TFC Rosa Create Comp, I actually never got to use this, but this basically adds a compatibility layer between Rosa and Create. We don't need to talk about that, right? And TFC gyres and ore hints. Now, because of the rock layer or the original system in the TFC, the veins generate, well, in 1.18.2 at time it was a bit hard to find those. And this is basically made. This mod is basically made more for the people who are making mod packs. So because you can actually increase the amount of veins that there are, and they will generate more often. So it makes this mod makes it easier to find ores and minerals on the world. Strongly recommend this too if you are not experienced or just struggling to find kaolinite or anything like that. If you might want to make it a bit easier, I strongly recommend this mod. So now, barrels. This is the mod that makes it possible to haul things in your back. Barrels, anvils, large vessels, and everything like that, so they won't affect the burden that you are carrying. So this way you could actually walk with 2 water barrels on your back or on your inventory. But yeah, I don't know if this is on 1.20.1, but in 1.18 this is very handy too if you don't have the luggage, the cheated luggage. And then comes Thermalife, which is made by one of the developers, Russian guy, and this I really like too. It makes TFC in 1.80.2, as well as it makes it better, it makes it a bit harder. But it gives you options like the basement and the greenhouses and all that. And yeah, I really don't see myself playing Terrafirmacraft without Thermalife. And I've come to understand that in 1.20 there are actually a lot of stuff that have been implemented from Thermalife to it, because yeah, and I've been hearing joking about how EE's biggest problem on implementing this stuff is that the Alcatraz SKP actually wants him to code on a certain way and comment on a certain way, so unifying the code is the biggest challenge for him at the moment, which I find very interesting and funny. But yes, Thermalife, definitely a go-to mod, even though it makes, for example, making bread a bit harder, but it also gives you a variety of new stuff, stuff that makes just makes the gaming experience better. The greenhouse is a lifesaver when you have one. If you don't have one, you will have to be paying attention to the circumstances outside your greenhouse. Like if it's winter, you will need crops that actually grow on winter, or you will have to preserve them on vinegar or something like that. So basically, Thermalife is a terrific add-on. And as said, I cannot see myself playing Terrafirmacraft without Thermalife now. When I was playing the 1.12.1 series, I did install Thermalife, but I added too late. I should have had it from the beginning. This is something that you should have from the beginning, even though it makes things a bit harder on the start, but it will expand and extend the whole experience, and helps you to keep your focus on more important stuff than paying attention to your crops, if you think that is not important. But yeah, I was about to say something. Yes. But yeah, I think that pretty much covers the mods that I had. And yeah, I hope this helps. Thank you for requesting for this. It was actually fun to make it. Now, do I have anything more to say? Except for subscribe now, regret later. Good. Bye.
Why do I know? Why is this happening to me? Ground noise is echoing all around me, when I do not know. Why is this happening to me?